I feel so embarrassed admitting these things, but like the thing is though, once you do have purchasing power, sometimes you have to stop being stupid. So hey there, my handsome and pretty little Cobras, and welcome back to the Cobra's Nest. For those of you who are new, my name is Mignon Cobra and I make minimalism videos. So today's minimalism video is going to be how to handle shopping responsibly. So without further ado, let's just get into the video. Let's get it, let's go. Okay, so today I got 10 things that I want to talk about because I've been a lot more shoppy in recent times. I kind of took a minimalism break last year and that kind of spilled into this year, so I've been kind of more shoppy-y for like a year and a half, so 1.5 years, and I have some things that I want to talk about just because like I have a different perspective with shopping now that I've been shopping more often that I feel is actually a lot more reasonable than some of the more hardcore shopping advice I used to give, because like I would give shopping advice even though I would just not shop myself, which I just feel like is so out of touch with reality. So I feel like I got 10 things that I want to talk about that I feel like could resonate with people that's like more realistic. But anyway, if you weren't wondering what I have to say, since I've been quite responsible with my shopping, yeah, well anyway, let's get right into it. Okay, so number one. So one of the things that I think is really important in terms of like being able to responsibly shop, because I think like unless you're in your own extreme minimalism journey, never shopping is probably not a lifestyle that many people have, although you guys are minimalists, so you might have a different take on this. But just generally speaking, something that helped me a lot, because before I was like an all or none type of girl. I was like, I'm not buying anything ever. Will was like, that's just not reasonable. He was like, the thing that really like helped me a lot, and this is the tip that I'm gonna give, is like to look at your finances. Will was like, you're allowed to buy, but it should be a proportion or percentage of what it is that you make with your finances. And that kind of like floored me, because I was like, I never thought of it like that. I looked at it more of like a morality standpoint. If you buy stuff, you're weak, you're morally weak, you have no discipline. And Will didn't see it like that. He's like, no, it's just numbers. Like, you have to evaluate like how much of a percentage is this of how much you make, type of thing. And I was like, oh, I guess I never thought of it like that. And I don't know, this might serve somebody, is that sometimes you just gotta look at it as a percentage. Like I was telling Will, like I was like, the context, we were talking about a jacket, and I was like, but it's so expensive. And he was like, yeah, but that's like only like 10% of my income, like who cares? And I guess I was like, oh yeah, I guess, yeah, like I definitely was not gonna not be able to like pay rent or like eat because I bought a jacket. So that really helped kind of maybe take the morality out of shopping. It was just like, just look at your finances, which I think might help somebody else out. Okay, number two, asking yourself what's important to you. And I think this one has been one that has really helped me a lot in terms of like my shopping. As you guys know, I don't really follow trends in terms of shopping. I like to buy to my own aesthetic. As you guys see, like I'm pretty bland. I like to just buy black and beige and white as my like color aesthetic, because that's where I feel most comfortable. And I love wearing oversized clothes, which is like not really on trend. On trend is like tight clothes that are like, you know, on trend and whatever. But the thing that I'm trying to say is that like for me, that's something that's really helped me a lot to feel satisfied with things that I buy and get off the like hamster wheel of hyperconsumption, is that like, not, you know, well, don't follow trends, like we've all heard that, but just this idea of like, I ask myself, like, it's my hard-earned money, I should buy what's important to me. And that's something that's really helped me a lot. I look at like, okay, this is important to me. And another thing is, I also don't listen to what other minimalists have to say. So you know what, honestly, don't even listen to me. But I kind of learned in my minimalism journey that not everybody knows the answers, and that includes minimalists too. Like I used to blindly follow minimalist jargon as like Bible. I don't do that anymore. So if I want to buy something, I'm gonna buy it. Like, to give you an example, apparently like buying an espresso makes you a bad minimalist. I was like at that point, I just stopped trying to like understand. I was like, I'm sorry, I need a coffee machine. So I think at the end of the day is asking yourself what's important to you, and like, because honestly, it's your money, so just be real with yourself. Okay, number three, one that's really helped me a lot is to let go of logos. And again, I think this one is more kind of like parlay. It's just a guideline. It's not a steady rule, but something that's really helped me a lot in terms of like purchasing ideology is letting go of the idea of logos. Like sometimes asking myself, like, are you really gonna buy that really because of the logo? And an interesting thing that has come out of that, which is actually I feel like not popular in the minimalism community, so I think this could just be a me problem. I actually like purchasing things because the logo's there. Hate me? crucify me at the minimalism cross, but something that has helped me a lot is that I am actually happier and I've made my peace and I've saved more money just buying what it is that I want. Like if I want the branded version, I'll pay for it. I realized kind of like in the freedom of last year's spending, sometimes I would buy things that were in the realms of similarity. Like I wouldn't go as far to say dupes, but I will talk about that in the next point. But I realized when I would buy things that were similar, I was not satisfied till I bought the one that I wanted. Like I wanted the UGG scruffettes, and like I think I bought 3 dupes. Like I bought the Kirklands, I don't even know. I have some 2 other ones. I have a Lamo. They're great, don't get me wrong, like I love them, but it wasn't until I literally bought the scruffettes that I finally felt satisfied. And it was like between like the Kirklands, the scruffettes, and the third one I forgot what, like honestly I don't even remember what it was. I literally could have bought 2 scruffettes. But I guess you live and you learn. I know I was kind of a noob to shopping when I started shopping last year. Like I hadn't shopped in like 5 years, so like, you know, let's have a little compassion for some of my mistakes. But anyway, yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys. Like, let go of the idea of logoing. If you want to buy something because you want to buy something, buy it because you want it. And if it has, and if you're gonna pay for the logo, be self-aware, because I feel like that's something that nobody talks about. Like for me, some things I'll be like, am I buying this because of the logo? That's being self-aware. And other things I'm like, yes, I am buying it because of the logo. Okay, that's fine. Buy it because of the logo. Like, let's just not do this to ourselves. Because that actually brings us to the next point, is like number 4, don't buy dupes. And this is just a me thing. Some people are very satisfied with something similar. For them, the most important thing is to save money, and sometimes dupes do the trick. I do have things that are dupes of things that I don't really care about, and like it's fine. But certain things, if it's the thing that I want, I won't stop till I get the thing that I want. And then I realized stupidly how many stupid dupes I bought, and I was like, so I have realized with my personality, I don't want dupes. I don't like the dupe. I'm not comfortable wearing the dupe. I hate the dupe. So because of that, I just kind of realized that like I'm an adult. This is my hard-earned money. And honestly, buying the dupe, even if it's more expensive, comes out cheaper in the end. Because like, honestly, I'll buy 3-4 dupes before like I realize like, just go buy the damn thing already. So for me personally, I think shopping financially responsible is just buy the thing that you want instead of buying a bunch of dupes, because you end up spending twice as much. Okay, the next thing is number 5, don't buy it on sale. I didn't used to really fully subscribe to this notion. I mean, like I know that it's popular in the minimalism community where they're like, don't buy things just because it's on sale. For me, I had the opposite thought paradigm. I was like, being financially responsible is buying it on sale. But then I realized if you have purchasing power, allowing yourself to buy things when it's on sale is so dangerous. I have bought the weirdest colorways from Lululemon because it was on sale and in my size. It was like, I bought Twilight Rose. That's not even like a color aesthetic. Like, I mean, yes, it's like a dusty ash tone, but it's like purple. And I was like, I hate purple. This is like the first purple thing I've ever owned because it was on sale. I was like, have I lost my mind? So for me, I kind of realized in this whole like freedom of shopping year minimalism break, I kind of realized that like, if you have purchasing power, for me personally, I realize like don't buy it on sale. It doesn't work for me because like I'm not really saving money, and I end up buying stupid garbage. The caveat is if it's something that you wanted to buy and you know it was on sale, fantastic. But I've just kind of realized that if I make a strict list about the things that I want, regardless if it's on sale or not, I actually fare better. I actually spend less overall. So I've just realized that like that's actually smarter. That way also I don't have the excuse, oh, it's on sale, as a criterion to buy it. Now it's like, do I want it or not? And regardless if it's on sale or not, are you gonna buy it? That's also helped me a lot to kind of know if this is something I even wanted to buy in the first place. Okay, number 6, have a wish list. This is something that's helped me a lot throughout the years, and I feel like it could be helpful to somebody else, but I feel like the wish list helps me a lot, especially now because I have the freedom to buy whatever I want. I can kind of, sometimes I would indulge the impulse just because I could, and honestly, those impulse purchases were never as amazing and savory as the ones that I made myself wait for. So as weird as it is, must be a delayed gratification thing, must be a human psychology thing, but putting it on a list, waiting a while, and then seeing if you still want it or not is something that I think is actually very helpful in terms of shopping financially responsibly, just because it's gonna, 1, get rid of items that you didn't even really want in the first place, avoid impulse purchasing, and 2, it's just like, sometimes, as weird as this is, I just like putting it on the list, just to put it on the list. And then once I put it on the list, I felt satisfied, and then I didn't even want it at all. So I don't know, that might help somebody else out. Another thing is, number 7, don't use TikTok or Instagram as a shopping catalog. I know that a lot of people have said, you know, Instagram is just one giant commercial reel. And I'm starting to feel like I kind of agree. I used to disagree with that. I used to think like, no, Instagram is very creative, but like, sometimes I'll see an influencer wear something and like I'll want it because she has it, and it's like, Huh. You know, honestly, it's like know thyself. If this doesn't, you know, doesn't really like affect you like that, fantastic. But I felt like for me personally, like I would be a sucker. I would see a minimalist and she would have like a certain, like especially like the Korean beige aesthetics. Like I would see like a beige thing or whatever, and I was like, yes, please. And it was like, nah, stop, just stop. And I had to do that with TikTok too. TikTok had so much like Aritzia and Lululemon content, and it was driving me insane. I was buying this, that, and the third, and it was like I had to delete the app off my phone because it was just like, I think I was abusing it. Okay, number 8, go for a walk. So I used to hate this tip. I was like, ew, going for a walk is like poor people stuff. Like I don't want to go for a walk. I feel so embarrassed admitting these things, but like the thing is though, once you do have purchasing power, sometimes you have to stop being stupid. So one of the things that I've actually really enjoyed now is like sometimes taking a pause, and it's like you're letting your shopping getting out of hand, go for a freaking walk, Nat, or even just go for a walk, go in nature for a bit, like, and then you can go to the cafe or Starbucks or Timmy's. So something that's really helped me a lot is like sometimes you need a little bit of time in nature. I think I just drove myself insane going to nature every single weekend, whereas like it's another damn tree. Maybe I just have like really low attention span. I blame the internet, but for me, I just didn't want to go into nature anymore. So I think I swung the other direction. But you know what? I think once in a while going for a little walk, you know, enjoying, you know, nature and all of that's cute and it's refreshing. And I think it kind of helps you realize that life is not just about shopping. Like there's actually nature outside. Like go outside, you know, smell a flower. Okay, number 9, do a dopamine detox. And I think that these are really helpful, especially because a lot of us are very like digitally connected. I hate these, you know, honestly I hate when people are like, oh, you know, do a dopamine detox. Like what does that even mean? But for me personally, what I do is when I find myself like really addicted to my phone, to like Instagram or to like YouTube or whatever, you know when you're addicted, is like, at least for me, is like I'll be cooking or like doing some chore and I'll want to have it running in the background, and it's like, Nat, stop, have a moment of peace, like god damn it. So I don't know, for me, when I feel like that starts to happen, I usually tell myself, delete the app for a bit, you know, take a week off, go read a book. So I bought a lot of books from Value Village. So now what I do is like I read books now more than going on social media, and that has been really good for my mental health. Also with like, what does it have to do with shopping? I find that when I'm not, you know, dopamine detoxing, I tend to shop more because like I need harder hits. So for me, when I dopamine detox, I find like clothes are not as attractive, but when I'm like dopamine hungry, I tend to shop more. So I don't know if that has anything to do with anything. Number 10, another thing is, and this is the last one, which I feel like this is the most useful tip, number 10, but that's yeah, don't buy stupid shit. Have I bought some stupid shit in this break? Yeah, I've made some mistakes, and I've talked about them and things that are worth the purchase or not. I'm not gonna get into that here, but one of the things that I kind of realized was that like, just because you can buy something doesn't mean you should. Just because you can afford something doesn't mean you should. And I think I kind of learned that the hard way with my minimalism break. I was buying dumb stuff. So I've kind of realized stuff is just stupid and unnecessary. I've kind of realized for myself, in order to be financially responsible and shopping responsibly, is that recognizing that maybe some stuff is in the category of stupid. And that's different for everyone, so I'm not gonna mention certain things. That's on you. I think you know. I think, yeah, I can think of a few already, and I'm pretty sure you can think of a few already, but for me personally, is like just realizing like this is like really dumb. Like I don't need this. Like I don't need this, and that's helped a lot. And sometimes it's okay to buy stupid shit, but just don't buy too much stupid shit, and I think you'll be okay. Anyway, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Comment down below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye!